Trump 2028. In an interview with NBC News Sunday, Trump said, quote, "I'm not joking about the potential of a third term. There are a lot of steps that would need to happen, including changing the Constitution." Scripps News Deputy Political Director Joe St. George joins me now live from Capitol Hill. Morning to you, Joe. Well, we have not heard about a third term for president since FDR. It was a long time ago. It seems like that happened, and then all of a sudden people said, let's not do that again.
Yeah, FDR won 4 elections in a row, and they said, let's pass the 22nd Amendment. Went into effect in 1951. Since then, presidents have been precluded from running for more than 2 times in office. Look, the 22nd Amendment is very clear, right? Full stop. It says you can't run more than twice. And President Trump then has a problem, right? He either has to try and change it, which is tough. I mean, yes, Republicans control a lot of state legislatures and the House and the Senate, but they don't have the kinds of numbers to change the Constitution right now. Or you can try to do something crafty. In the NBC News interview that really kind of sparked all this conversation. And remember, President Trump has joked about this in speeches in the past, but this is his most serious comments to date on this subject. So it's warranting us talking about it on this Back to Work Monday. But the president even suggested that maybe it's a scenario where Vice President Vance technically runs. Maybe he wins, but then you just see President Trump in the Oval Office. I think age is a part of this story, too. That's the one thing I haven't heard a lot about, right? We talk so much age in presidential politics the last several years, but in 2028, President Trump would be 82 years of age. So age is a part of this story as well. And Patrick, as you've been pointing out the last hour or so in our coverage, there's always the desire in Washington to never be labeled a lame duck, and maybe keeping this idea of a third term alive is a way of preventing that. But for now, the president has a Constitution problem. He's clearly, though, loving to talk about it, and he clarified his remarks on Air Force One a bit on Sunday. I think we have a portion of what the president said about this possible third term. Take a listen.
I'm not looking at that, but I'll tell you, I have had more people ask me to have a third term. I don't want to talk about a third term now because no matter how you look at it, we got a long time to go. We have a long time. You know, we have almost 4 years to go. And that's a long time. But despite that, so many people are saying, you've got to run again. They love the job we do. Most importantly, they love the job we do.
I tend to agree with the president that it's early here, right? We're not even 100 days into his second term, and yet we're starting to talk about the third term. One individual who has been a longtime cheerleader of President Trump is Steve Bannon, and he has talked about Trump 2028 on his radio show, podcast, and speeches a lot in recent weeks. So this is at least chatter that's appealing to that wing of Trump's political orbit. And you know, Patrick, I was talking to one Democratic source over the weekend. If you allow Trump to run for a third term, I guess Barack Obama could maybe run for a third term too, right? So it's an interesting storyline to at least ponder and think about. We're a long ways away from 2028, though, my friend.